The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware. Ball.
Here we go. 180. Check mark 54. Mark 54. I'm on.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's James. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Walk 54, walk 54. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Bravo!
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Seahawks.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
56 right there, 56.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
14. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Hey, 57, Mike 57. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
After the interception, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29.
Here we go.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go. Flag. Go. Go ahead. Strip that ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. On play action, now Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
21. 54. They gonna need some therapy. Hey, wahoo!
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. 180. Mike spot 4. I know he ain't got it.
On first down, here's Breida. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah. What a play by him. That's going to...
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Penning. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on first down. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to put
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21. 180. I got you, boy. Two. Man.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Garoppolo now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54. 11.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Touchdown, 49ers. And now we'll get a late timeout.